Hey, SKOL Vikings family. What's up, you purple-blooded warriors? It's your boy, the ultimate Vikings diehard, here to crank up the energy on the latest from Vikings news. Because who else is going to break down this wild ride like a true fan screaming from the US bank stands? Picture this. Our young gunslinger J.J. McCarthy hits the concussion protocol after that gut-wrenching flight home from Lambeau, and boom, undrafted rookie Max BROSMER steps up for his first NFL start against a Seahawks squad that's devouring teams like Thanksgiving leftovers. BROSMER, the kid from New Hampshire who transferred to our Gophers and lit up camp, is about to etch his name in Vikings lore as the 8th QB to start since 2023. But hold up, can this 24-year-old sling it against Seattle's ferocious D? Stick around, 'cause we're diving into 15 pulse-pounding segments that'll have you yelling, "SKOL!" louder than ever. Who's ready to rally? Drop your predictions in the comments. BROSMER for MVP or bust. Max BROSMER's got that fire in his eyes. Folks, the same spark that led him to 2 killer varsity seasons at Centennial High in Georgia before dominating FCS at New Hampshire with over 3,000 yards and 29 TDs his senior year. He bet on himself, jumped to Minnesota, and now here he is, first undrafted rookie QB to start for the Purple in 65 seasons. That's right, the 46th overall signal caller in franchise history, rubbing shoulders with legends like Tarkenton and Favre. But this ain't just any debut. It's against Mike Macdonald's Seahawks, the guy who coached at Centennial 13 years ahead of BROSMER and schemed defenses that buried Stroud, Nix, and Thompson Robinson with a measly 52.0 passer rating combined. O'Connell's buzzing. The guys have tons of confidence in him. He's commanded huddles like a vet since training camp. Imagine BROSMER dropping dimes to Jefferson on those slants. Chills, right? What's your bold call for his stat line? Tell me below. Yet, the pressure's real. Seattle's plus 107-point differential since their bye is no joke, with a D that's third in pressures at 40.1% and first in QB hits with 77. BROSMER's practiced with vets flying around. No drops Friday, efficiency off the charts. But McCarthy's out, limited all week. Didn't clear protocol after symptoms hit post-Packers loss. That's 3 injuries this brutal sophomore year for our 2024 first-rounder, who struggled at 54.1% completions and dead last in QBR. Left guard Donovan Jackson sidelined 2 with an ankle tweak, and 5 others questionable. Darisaw, Greenid, Redmond, Theo Jackson, Metellus. Spirits high, though. KO says BROSMER's opportunity means everything. This could be the spark we need at 4-7, snapping that 3-game skid. Seahawks fans, y'all scared yet? Hit the likes if you're all in on Max. Alright, Vikings Nation, let's talk that defensive beast mode. Blake Cashman's on a tear that's got me jumping out my seat. Our Green.LB, the Eden Prairie hometown hero, has stuffed 71 tackles in 6 games since IR in Week 7, including monster lines of 16, 15, and 14 in November alone. That 16 spot last Sunday at Lambeau? Career high in 21 Vikings games, resetting the bar like a true captain. Flores calls it fantastic. Cashman's dispensing calls, setting fronts, leading the pack, even blitzing and covering like a Swiss Army knife. But DC's real. There's room to improve, plays we missed, but I'm glad we have him. At 74 tackles, he's tied for team lead despite 4 early games out. And that 5-game double-digit streak? Longest active in the NFL, matching Kendrick's franchise mark since '94. Cashman's GPS for the ball is elite, a vision that turns chaos into chaos for offenses. Remember 24? He led Minnesota with 112 stops despite missing 3. Now, in 2025's grind, he's the QB of Flores' aggressive scheme, creating problems left and right. Only Wagner and Bethune match his streak league-wide. Legends like Thomas and Lewis own 8 gamers, but Blake's building his own haul. Against Seattle's run D that's allowed just 4 teams over 89 yards, and stuffed them in losses, Cashman could feast on counters. Who's the unsung hero on D? Cashman all day. Comment your fave tackle memory, mine's that hit stick on Jacobs. But wait, flip the script. Justin Jefferson's drought has us all pacing, but history screams breakout incoming. 6 straight games under 100 yards, worst of his career, averaging 5.2 catches and 57.7 yards since that 123 bomb in London on October 5th. Targeted 9.5 times a game in the slump, right on his season norm, up from 8.4 early, but catch rate's a career-low 60.6%, ninth worst among 95-plus targets. Blame the QB carousel? McCarthy's 53.1% to JJ with 6 picks on 40 throws, 47.4 rating, minus 31 EPA, dead last duos. Protections patchwork, injuries piling up front. Yet, JJ's dropped dimes this year that don't match his superstar shine. BROSMER's fresh arm might unlock it, quick releases, accurate deep balls. Brother, what's the over-under on his yards Monday? Fire away. Jefferson's pedaling through this like a champ. Not for lack of tries, but that all-11 failure mode hits hard. McCarthy's acclimating slow, accuracy left side woes from Michigan days lingering, last in NFL stats across the board. But JJ? He's the nonpareil, and switching to BROSMER could spark magic. Imagine those fades hitting pay dirt. Recent web buzz confirms. Jefferson's at 60 recs, 795 yards, 2 TDs through 11, but his belief in the room's ironclad. He's due, we all chant. Seahawks secondary's vulnerable deep. Vikings 139.2 opponent rating, there is league worst. But flip it. Rally for Jet. Who's with me? Share this if you're manifesting 150 plus. Shifting gears to the enemy. Sling in Sam Darnold 2.0 in Seattle? Oof, that stings. Vikings fam. Our 2024 savior. Pro Bowl stud with 4,319 yards and 35 TDs at 102.5 rating. Now torching the NFC West. Completions up 3.3% to 69.5. TD rate number 5 at 6.4%. QBR jumped to 69.2. Leading qualifiers with 9.3 YPA and 13.5 YPC. Most jaw-dropping? Sack rate at career low 3.56%. Just 11 in 11 games. Fewest since Rivers' 10 in 20. Reversal from our heartbreaking 24 end at 8.09%, where late bags kill drives. But it's not all sunshine. Gunslinger mind leads to 10 INTs, tied fourth most, 3.4% near bottom with Geno and Tua. 2 weeks back at Rams. 4 picks, no TDs, 3.27 TTT under pressure. We saw that in 24, familiar ghosts. Can our D force the ghosts out? Your thoughts? Darnold's unconscious out west, but Seattle's pass rates league low 48.9%, yet wildly efficient. That 24 Minnesota Magic? Revived, but 5th team, 8th year at 28, prone to giveaways when blitzed. NGS tracks pressures cooking his processing. Against Flores' league-high blitz rate, expect chaos. Web updates, he's top 10 in attempts, yards, TDs, but INTs too. Revenge game? Nah, we own that narrative. Vikings D's second in pressures. Time to remind Sammy who's home. Who's got the edge? Poll the comments. Now that under-the-radar Seahawks D? Nightmare fuel for our O-line scramble. 36 sacks, 77 hits, 193 pressures. First in NGS database. Third highest rate at 40.1%. Beasts like Murphy 2, 37 pressures, 6 sacks, and Williams, 31, 6 sacks. Account for a third of the haul, most through 11 games since '06. Run games toast 2. Only 4 teams topped 89 yards, all in losses with negative runs galore. 4.6 YPP, 4th. 19.7 PPG, 7th. They're locking it down. Our scrambled eggs up front? Exposed. But BROSMER's mobility flashed in preseason 60% completions, 364 yards. Can he evade? Latest news. Seattle's 8-3, us 4-7, but upsets happen. What's your survival plan? Against that pass rush, BROSMER's efficiency from camp, no ball ground Friday, must shine. McDonald's scheme buried 3 rookies. We can't join him. Yet, our vets saw Max run the offense clean, huddle command crisp. Seattle's surrendered points low, but Flores' aggression could flip it. Webb confirms. Hawks 3-2 ATS home, but we're hungry. Tease. Key matchup next, hold tight. Key clash. Vikings secondary versus Seahawks pass attack. And we saved JSN for this. Jackson Smith-Njigba's on pace for 2,029 yards. NFL record territory. 80 catches, 1,313 yards. 7 TDs on 107 targets at 74.8% rate through 11. Unguardable. Third ever with 75+ in 11 straight, joining Harrison's 14 and Kupp's 13. First from season start. Darnold's deep precision. 58.8% on 20+ airs. League tops. RD. 139.2 opponent deep rating. Worst in 25. Just 3 picks. Jets have 0. JSN's outside 80% snaps sans Metcalf. Per PFF. Can we shadow? He's got 100+ in 8 games. Web stats scream danger. But here's the rub. Seattle's pass heavy? Nah, lowest clip, yet JSN feasts. That 63-yard TD bomb? Vintage. Our secondary's takeaways elite, but deep woes kill. Flores blitzes high, force quick throws. JSN streak. 8 100-yarders. Leading league by 80+. Matchup of fates, shut him, we win. Who's your shutdown corner? Byron Murphy Jr.? Sound off. Top quotes time Wes Phillips on Aaron Jones nearing 10K scrimmage yards. Aaron's a great football player. Great human pleasure in the building. Vision. Breakdown like, I felt the will LB over top. Sees the field unreal. Pass game hands. Complete back. Excellent protector closing space on LBs with reckless abandon. Culture value? Priceless. AJ's at 9. 800+. Vision elite against Seattle's run stuff? He'll grind. Your fave AJ run? Relive it below. Phillips adds. Does it all? Tells you exactly what happened post-run. Not big as some, but pass pro beast. Seahawks allowed 119 to 49ers on 36 carries. 3.3 average, 6 negatives. Volume needed. AJ's protection could buy BROSMER time. Webb, he's weaponized our ground game. SKOL to the veteran. Special teams shine. Matt Daniels on Will Reichard nailing FGs on slick turf. Commended Will on tape. Plant foot not too tight. Driving up through ball for results. Intentional gets it done. All pro in my mind. 62 long. For 59+ in one season. First ever NFL history. Builds incredible resume year 2. Weapon we expect to excel. Clutch on wet fields. Monday night could be rainy. What's his longest you've seen? Daniels, great plant drive, that's the payoff. Resume speaks. Historic longs, consistent. Against Seattle's 19.7 ppg allowed. Reichard's leg flips fields. Latest. 459+ unprecedented. Pumped? Like if yes. Inbox gold from Al Lindbergh in Denmark, Wisconsin. Trying season for true fans. Support good or bad. Angry at media piling on McCarthy like worst ever. Want JJ to succeed with every fiber, but harder seeing how. Confidence in coaches. KO's reasoning for lumps. Not panic switch like others. Hope BROSMER lights out, win handily. But dread media ditching JJ post-win. Just want victory. Happy Thanksgiving. Amen. Al, we're in trenches together. Response. Thanks for wishes, from Vikings to you. Hope holiday weekend rocked. Tough when results miss expectations. Haven't tuned national rage much, but grateful team side. Want diligent players to succeed. BROSMER prepped well. Preseason nice key is other 10 playing sharp. Hasn't enough this year. Echoes our vibe, loyalty over flash. Who's your shout-out fan story? Al nails it. Media frenzy inevitable but wins the goal. Web echoes. McCarthy's not NFL ready per Arians. But we believe. No delight in struggles, sincere relay. Thanksgiving vibes strong. What's your pie flavor? Wrapping this epic. BROSMER's debut. Cashman's streak. JJ's due. Darnold's revenge. It's do or die at Lumen. Seahawks 8-3 favorites by 11.5. But upsets? Our specialty. We've battled injuries. QB woes, 4-7. 3 skid but hearts purple. Rally, fam. Like if you're SKOL ING Monday, comment your score prediction, subscribe for more Vikings news breakdowns, Share with your tailgate crew. We rise together, horns up. What's next? You tell me.